Just wanted to touch on a different topic as well, and we can probably wrap this in with some of the VR stuff if, accounts get attached to VR headsets and you're uploading your Apple ID or interact with it there. But we've talked before about this idea of data breaches many times, and there was the Kingston Council had a privacy breach, a council here in Melbourne, where more than 2,000 residents had their personal details accidentally distributed to the public through an Excel spreadsheet. Watch those macros in the spreadsheet.
Ooh.
So
through a spreadsheet.
Now,
I didn't know about that.
To me, that sounds like a bit of human error there too. But
yeah, who was using Microsoft Office?
Yeah, that's right. But again, it's almost a feeling of it being inevitable rather than you can stop it. It just takes someone to make a mistake somewhere for something like this to happen. And, this is 2,000 people. We've heard about other ones that are much larger through big corporations and all that, or social media sites. So what do you do? It's...
Well, and this is the very real problem. On its own, okay, it's a privacy breach. It's not good, etc. Just the same as someone getting into, I don't know, one of the big companies' loyalty systems.
Mm.
The thing is, when you have those two data sets and you can match them,
yeah,
that's when the fun really starts. Somebody can know what you're going to do at that point before you do.
Yeah.
They know where you're going to be on Thursday night because you always shop there, all those sorts of things. And I think, as a nice little sort of segue back to our original topic here, in a virtual world where there's no actual physical interaction, if I can mimic every behaviour of somebody else, I can ultimately be them. Yep. Because the digital footprint will be identical. And I think maybe this is where we're going to end up, where it's going to be very hard in a virtual reality sense to prove who you are, either because all the data will be so dirty or because of the continual privacy breaches. Very interesting, though. I mean,
could that potentially be the big thing that occurs? We've had quite a few years now of all of our data being online, and we're accessing them now through what is now seemingly traditional platforms. Screen-based technology where we're not actually in it. It's either a computer or a tablet or a smartphone. Although breaches have happened and people's identities have been stolen, all that sort of thing. I'm just wondering how much of an escalation it is once you step into the virtual reality world. Like you were saying, it's possible to completely mimic someone else rather than just billing their credit card or something like that.
That's right. So let's. This is a little bit science fiction. I wouldn't suggest that this could happen yet, but there's no reason it couldn't happen. So we've talked about the bots online.
Yeah.
So the bots with artificial intelligence eventually are going to get good enough to hold up a conversation.
Yeah.
If that bot has enough data about you and it pretended to be you, how would I know in a virtual world if it could pass the Turing test, for instance, or just has enough data about you to look like you? How do I know that it's you?
Yeah.
Honestly, quantum encryption, password, secret hand, like that sort of thing, things that...
Well, I'm just wondering, how good can security ID authentication become to overcome that?
It can become very good, but ultimately every security breach means that, that data can be built up, and in a unsecure environment, which typically is most of the internet, I guess it would be possible. I'm sure someone will come up with solutions for this.
Yeah.
But there's going to be that pain point, that really big ouch somewhere along the way where, it'll just be chaos. People can log on, change your driver's license details. They know everything about you.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like if you think about the old days of ID, going to a bank, you have to bring a driver's license or a passport or, a bill or something else. if all those things are online, if through 3 or 4 data breaches of, the gas company, suddenly I can use all those great online services that save us so much time to get a loan in your name, all sorts of, I don't know what these evil geniuses are going to come up with, but surely if I can think up weak ideas like that, they can come up with much better ones.
Yeah, so think about all of that when you think you're using your VR headset
That's right.
in a haunted house.